Degenfeld Castle Hotel, we have the honor to meet the Countess Maria Degenfeld.
Countess, thank you so much for taking your time and talking to us. We would like to know, how did it feel for you to be able to continue to your family tradition? It's a very unique tradition.
It is really, because the family had 100 years old tradition here, but through the war we lost all the properties in Hungary, and my parents and me emigrated in 1964 to Germany with one suitcase, and my parents had to set up a new life, and we forgot, if you like, the history, and you have to look to the future. And then in the beginning of the 90s, through the reprivatization, we had the possibility to come back. And my husband was very ambitious, and my father as well. And so we set up in 1996 the winery, but we started really with zero, because we had an old cellar and nothing else. We had to build up the winery, the technology, and it was quite a hard work in the beginning.
I bet, but that's what we love about Grove Degenfeld wines. We feel the tradition, but you have a modern, classical modern twist to it, so you can pair your wines with many foods, not just Hungarian food. So we really are excited about your wines. How did you feel when you took the first sip from your very own vineyard?
I must say we were very proud, because we were beginners in this area. My husband has an industrial company, but he's a big wine lover. That's why we started this business here. And so we were very proud, because we had a lot of success. The first wines won already international medals in France, in Belgium, and it's a big success if you start with zero. We have with a no brand. We started in 1996 with nothing else as our brand name, and we had to build it up in the meanwhile.
And it feels like it would be here for hundreds of years. It's really a beautiful sight. We love to come here.
It takes you back in time also. You feel like you're living in the 19th century here. It's very
Yes, it is. And we had always the ambition to build up a hotel which is very personal. That's the old furnitures, antiques, old paintings, and the old park, because these lovely trees you cannot buy. This is a century-old.
Right.
And what do you see for the future of Tokaj wines?
I see a very big future. This is a region which is very well known since centuries. Since 500 years they are producing wines here, but through the communist times they lost a lot of their quality. And now the new wineries are very ambitious to build up this quality, and also to teach the people that you can combine these wines not only with goose liver or with blue cheese, you can combine it with different kind of foods. And there are also very nice dry wines. Many people don't know that you have good dry wines in Tokaj. They always think of the sweet wines.
That is so true, because in United States, when we talk to friends about Hungarian wines, they all say, oh, they are beautiful dessert wines, but not for the whole meal.
Yes.
And here at the Degenfeld Castle Hotel, you can enjoy a whole meal, 5 course, with all
the different sorts, yes.
Which is your favorite?
Oh, this is dry for mint, I must say. This is the drinking wine of every day. But the sweet wines you don't drink as much. It's for special events, or in the afternoon a small glass of a good Osso can be very nice.
It's a very medicinal. It's
good for you.
I hear the women are really beautiful in Tokaj, and this wine maybe help them to.
Yes, I hope so.
What would you like to know for the American public from the Grove Degenfeld Castle Hotel and this beautiful label what you created, your wine label?
Thank you. Well, first of all, I think this Tokaj region is very well known in the world, but personally not many people had been here, and I think we have to say the message, it's worthwhile coming here. Everybody knows Bordeaux or Alsace, but the Tokaj region is a very nice region. It belongs to the UNESCO World Heritage, and there are a lot of possibilities to see wineries. But if you stay in this hotel, for example, there's a possibility of playing tennis, a swimming pool, leisure possibilities, so you can have a full week of program, but relaxation as well.
Yes, and your lovely wine cellar has a tasting room right here, so you don't have to drive. You can just come here and enjoy all the amenities.
And go directly to your bed.
Yes.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us about the wines?
The wines are very special. I think it's a lot of nature and a special microclimate, which is very good for the production of wine. There are the two rivers, Bodrog and Tisa, and so the humidity in autumn is very high, and that is so important for the botrytis and for the production of the sweet wines. And so the climate is very special, I think, a lot of sun naturally, and in summertime I think you can go fishing or do a lot of other things, not only to look at the wineries here.
Yes, there are a lot of heritage sites, as you mentioned. Also the river, Corina was reading in a Hungarian history book.
Really?
And she was so excited
about Arpad and the 7 tribes and Attila the Hun, all that history.
There's a lot to see, I think. Unfortunately, we're always working up to now when we are here, and I know less than most of the tourists, I think. But it was 12 years hard work, but then you are also proud if you come and you see it's nice and developing, and it's important for the region as well, because there are a lot of people without work, and now we have 70 people who are employed for us, and it's important also to develop this region.
Do you get to taste before they get released, or you don't have the luxury to be able to be here?
I try to be here with my husband, especially because he knows more about wines than I do. I'm more for the interior decoration. I'm going to fairs for the wine selling, but I let work the man as well. Now your question in English. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
And I hope you come soon again. Karina?
Thank you very much.
Yes.
And cheers to you too.
Cheers. Many thanks for everything. This is our best sold wine in Hungary. It's not so dry like the Fumint. It has a nice bouquet and it's very interesting, I think.
What I love about this wine, as I sip from the glass, the bouquet developing more and more, and when I finish the wine, I just enjoy smelling the empty glass, and of course I have to refill it to have more pleasure in life, but this wine leaves excellent bouquet behind, a very long
And what is interesting with this Muscat, it's not at all bitter, because it's very difficult to develop this wine, and the Muscat has very often a certain kind of bitterness, and this is really a harmonic, very nice wine.
For me, it's floral. It has very floral qualities.
And you can drink this to goose liver as well.
Yes.
Because
or just on its own, like now. At midday, a glass of Muscat Lunel, and you're in good humor.
Yes.